I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and talking that pump me up. Call me lucky,
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Raiders and the Giants, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it will be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback. In moments like this, he's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the... This is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
Ronnie Harrison that time able to make the tackle from the 33. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
They got completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards, we're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Jones. For a right side, going to be caught by Waddle. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Barkley again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jones gonna throw on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Brings up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Flick right.
Looking to throw. Jones buying time to his left. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Gets around him, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Touchdown! Darren Waller, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants have taken the lead. But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is now 10-7. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30. Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Over the middle, he's got Myers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I like what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Jacobs again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants going to take over again on offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And a pass complete to Waller on the out route. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 38. Gay's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the 2nd quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows. They're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Clock rolling as the Giants are hurried to the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. And points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Jones now throwing to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Campbell making the catch. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here to Waller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So
okay,
we
Brandon,
reach
thanks very much.
Here
What a
in
season
the
this
Super
has
Bowl.
been. Hard to believe it ends
John over
tonight.
to Orlando
as we'll
for
get back to
Jonathan
you guys for the
Coachman
second
in our
half
EA
of
Sports
this Super Bowl
halftime
in
report.
just a
Take
moment.
it away, Coach.
We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. These two teams have had plenty of extra time to make their final adjustments, but time's just about up. The final half of the NFL season is upon us. So let's get it back out to our Super Bowl broadcast team. Here's Brandon and Charles.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Giants offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't, but of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the 3rd quarter.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, he dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. up the middle with Barkley. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jones. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was D.J. Jones who was there for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Oh, a heck of a move. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
3rd and 9 here. Throwing Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. To throw, Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They go play action here on first down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now Jones looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And the Giants are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Looking to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Jones throwing for it. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
3 quarters gone by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. The 4th and final quarter of the Super Bowl is up next. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. The throw right sideline here is complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing there, but this This pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Ball start, offense.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. They'll look to throw again. Boyce, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Raiders pick it up, and his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Jones from the gun on third down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Holding. Offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Jones throw taken in by Slayton. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And it's taken in at the 9. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. And now here come the Raiders. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From 55 yards away, that was never in doubt. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, If they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one to the post.
So now London down by a field goal. A little under 2.5 to go. They need at least a field goal to send this Super Bowl to overtime as they come up on first down. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Second and long. Pass complete. It's Adams. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical third down here. He's back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They go with Jacobs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
Now that is the 2-minute drill, and it's very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Here's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
One more time with Jacobs. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So now all eyes shift to the Giants, trailing by 4, 35 seconds to go. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down.
Here we go, hey.
Jones. To Barkley on the check down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Here's Jones. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw is Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just 1 more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Jones. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heat for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. And how about this? Viva Las Vegas! The Las Vegas Raiders on top of the football world as they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task